Hey everybody, welcome to my Friday night live stream. I am Tom. Welcome to my channel. We're going to jump right into it. I'm going to make sure that all my levels are good, that I am live streaming like a pro, and you guys can see and hear me just well enough that we're good to go. So, it looks like we're good. Guys, welcome to the stream. Right off the bat, if you guys are here, make sure you smash that thumbs up, that like button, and if you haven't already, subscribe, because that's always appreciated. Jumping right into the chat right off the bat, we have Ryan. Ryan, thanks for jumping in right off the bat, man. I seriously appreciate it so much. This week's been a little weird with uploads, and it's like it's one of those things that if you're not on a regular schedule, like, you feel off. So come Wednesday, not having a chance to upload, it's been a little weird. So but Ryan, what's up, man? Thank you for popping in here. We're gonna play this live stream really by ear, where I like to come in here on Fridays and just hang out and talk with you guys, discuss the week's prior videos. Like I said, this week was super weird, dealing with some like family stuff, so it kind of put a whole damper on the pep up, like, fun video stuff that I usually do. But regardless, I was gonna sit in front of a camera for a while and hang out with you guys. I wasn't gonna nix this on a Friday. So here I am, here, smiling faces, coffee in hand. TC Soto, what's up, dude? Pumped to have you. I think this is the first time you've been able to catch a live, man. So I appreciate it. Thanks for hanging out, man. Much appreciated. Make sure you guys hit that like button. I don't know if it helps, but I've heard. A little birdie told me that liking streams and watching all the way through is good for you. So, where's everybody tuning in from? I'm going to try to make this a regular thing, that when we hang out, you guys get an idea for what's coming. So I just want to make sure that everybody kind of gets their voice heard. You know, we want this to be. Oh, you guys don't want that. Everybody gets to interact on that level. So make sure you guys hit up the chat, light it up. Let me know what you're thinking, where you're from, how your week was. Seriously. Awesome. Look at that, TC. Yeah, finally done working. Awesome, man. Me too, for about a year now. That's super cool. I'm pumped to have you, dude. Yeah, guys, let me know. There we go. Ryan, awesome. Queensbury, New York. What a boss. You guys know I'm from Broad Albin. So let's jump right into it. This week I released one video. It was kind of like a parlay on my fear video, and the video was called Confronting Heights. And it's not a theme I want to it's not a theme that I want to continue to revisit, because, you know, at that point I think I would just end up faking it. But I did want to start living like, I'm going to address this. I'm going to confront this person, this thing, and just whatever I'm afraid of, it's going to have to be faced head on. And I know the idea was silly, of going out on my roof and standing there and just kind of being, but it was more the meaning behind it, kind of like address these things head on. Just confront that fear. So it was super short. It wasn't so much thrown together as it was just concise. But I did like it. It was actually, to this day, it's one of my favorite videos. I think it was just simplistic in the way it's shot. It's not flashy. And I think the message is pretty cool. I was talking with one of my buddies earlier this week, and it was about how I script. I typically script some of my conversations, like when I do more of those artsy fartsy vlogs, where I'm giving more of an in-depth look at whatever that topic is. And that video, for the most part, was script, except for the one part, that one line about falling, and that was an ad-lib, and it ended up being my favorite part of that entire video. I like that. TC. Look, that Gary Vee book, man. I get to meet him. I get to meet him in a couple weeks. I'm pretty pumped. He's going to be, I don't know. It's going to be different. It's going to be different seeing him in person versus just hearing him. I just resubscribed to his podcast, so I've been trying to get in on that. But yeah, so I thought it'd be a fun little like open forum where hopefully you guys watch that video, you understand the concept of that facing fear, and yeah, I don't know. It's funny. I started looking at my own channel and the vlogs that I create and the kind of like the points that I hit, and it's slowly become like a diary for me, but like an open-faced diary where you guys are able to see exactly what I'm dealing with, and hopefully that helps you in whatever you're doing. I try to make it broad enough that like you can see yourself in some of the positions and things that I talk about. So I hope at this point in creating, that's been super clear. If not, I'm still learning. So give me time, guys. I'm gonna get better. Which is funny. Let me transition to this topic. Monday, I still have to touch on the Wednesday video that I was going to upload this past week. And that video was going to be advice that I give to new creators. New creators typically ask me, what should I record? What should I talk about? Should I be a vlogger? Should I game? Should I be tutorial? Should I be review? And my advice to them pretty consistently is whatever you do, be unapologetically yourself. I think that's a super important piece of advice, that if you're going to sit in front of a camera, if you're going to sit in front of a microphone, to be anything other than yourself 110% makes that job near impossible. And I think it reflects on what you're doing. So awesome. Alan RVA, what's up? Pumped to have you. Thanks for popping in, saying hi. But yeah, so that video was actually going to be this Wednesday's video, but then all of this family stuff kind of came up. So I'm going to be pushing that back probably 2 weeks, because Monday is a pretty huge day in my YouTube timeline. It officially would be the 2-year mark of my first vlog upload, which is unbelievable that it's already been 2 years on YouTube vlogging. Not necessarily full time, but just being on here and doing this. It means like a lot to me, and I got to think of a fun way to kind of celebrate it. There's not like I think I'm also coming up on like my 100th video release, typically, like technically 100th public video release. I think I've already hit it with regards to like Patreon uploads, things like that. So, but yeah, Monday, officially 2 years. The first vlog that I ever did was a Comic-Con vlog in Hartford, Connecticut at the XL Center. And it was like Hartford Comic-Con vlog #1 or something. And I think it's funny. The way that I started that vlog is I talked as if the person watching was with me. I was like, we just got to, we're here at, and it was different. I kind of navigated that myself, and those first, I believe, 5 or 6 vlogs, 1, 2, 3, I think I did like a home one, a family ones, and I kept topics like that. They were all filmed on an iPhone 4S with this guy right here. I don't know if you guys are going to be able to see this. I could probably hold it up, but my vlogs back in the early day actually looked like this. Oh yeah, they had that heavy fisheye ring, and I don't know, I think it's kind of charming. But yeah, I was pretty pumped about it, that I get to celebrate that and you know, reflect on the last 2 years of putting videos on YouTube. This week we officially hit 330 subscribers, which is unbelievable. I'm so happy to have as many people supporting me and in my corner doing this, being, you know, just 100% being content and happy with what I'm putting out and the direction I'm taking in my life. We have TC saying, so is the Geek Cult done? Caught up about a week ago. The podcast for Geek Culture Podcast is, I would say, on hiatus. I don't know if it's done because the name and the website are still pretty strong. I don't have a lot to do with it anymore, regardless of me owning the property. If you go to geekculturepodcast.com, you'll see there's a lot of contributors on there that write articles. So much so that the guys that are now part of the Geek Culture Podcast are invited to a lot of video gaming events. They go to PAX, they go to PlayStation Experience. Yeah, a lot of... So the Geek Culture Podcast, rather than what it was and has been, has kind of morphed into like a video game hub. It's kind of cool. I don't have time to contribute to it anymore. But it's still going strong. So if you're into video games, dude, I 100% recommend checking out the website. The guys they put up articles like every day, and they get a lot of hands-on stuff. And actually, if you go to, I don't have anything to do with this either, but if you go to the Geek Culture Podcast YouTube channel, they put out quite a bit of like first impression live stream videos of video games that have just come out. So I know that they're huge into the new Spider-Man game that just came out for PlayStation. Tons of other stuff too. They're on the ball with video games. So if that is something that interests you, I highly recommend going and supporting that channel page and those guys. They're awesome. I mean, they're like family to me. What else? Podcast. That's kind of exciting. Let's talk about that. So I did tease last week that a new podcast was released for my Patreon viewers, and that's been out. And as of today, or I believe Monday, the official release of Coffee Hour with Tom DeCicco should be live on the Earplug Podcast Network. Once that's up, and once I have an official link for that, I'll throw it in the description of this video once this video is passed live and completely uploaded. So it won't be there now if you're watching live, but there's a high chance of that link being in there if you're watching this after the live stream. So go down there, find the link, Earplug Podcast Network, and the show is called Coffee Hour with Tom DeCicco. It was cool. This first episode is kind of like an introductory episode where I introduce myself, the feel of the podcast, what I'm going for, where I'm from, and it's kind of gives a brand new listener the opportunity to get to know me, but not over the course of an hour because it's all self-reflective interview. I think it's good. I really enjoy getting back into the podcast game. It's super fun, and it gives me one more outlet to push this, intriguing, fun, vocal content that I sometimes just don't have to do video cutting and editing. So with that being said, today was a pretty cool day too, that which being Friday, September 21st. I just had to make sure. A buddy of mine, actually, the guy that I collaborated with for my first ever real collaboration, Josh Pavano. He is from Connecticut, and he came up to New York for a wedding, but he wasn't that far away. So today he actually visited me, and we sat down, and we were going to record another podcast. Unfortunately, like many of you guys know, I run a full-time daddy daycare with my little girl, and she just wanted that attention instead of us putting it into a microphone. But it was so much fun to kind of have that working relationship with somebody, not necessarily in front of a camera lens. Josh is a killer dude. Matter of fact, I'm going to throw a link to Josh's channel in the description too, and I highly recommend you guys watching him. He's an extremely, extremely talented individual and a good friend of mine. So support good friends. Let's see. Oh, man. This is such a good comment. Can't wait to see DJ Tom at Saratoga Comic-Con. many of you guys don't know, because I haven't made a video about it yet, the people that are close to me and the things that I have done within the past 2 years of this hustle and grind know that I was it Moonlight? I think it's moonlighting. I moonlight as a DJ. And Saratoga Comic-Con has gone ahead and hired DJ Tom for the Comic-Con after party at Saratoga. It should be a lot of fun, dude. I'm pumped that you'll go. That's going to be an overnight event for me. I haven't done them in a while because of the baby, so it'll be a rip roaring good time. Sam from Saratoga is super good to me, and I'll always be in the same spot. Tom Con. Yeah. They always put me at the top of the stairs where you guys can find me, selling goods and just having a good time. I love Comic-Con scene. It's kind of where I started with the Geek Culture podcast. And, I'm happy to continue to be invited there. We have Ryan with that hashtag TomCon. Yeah, dude, that's so good. I'm really pumped, actually. I should write down the dates so I can future plug that when it gets closer. Now I know why there is 22 from Bo Knows. 22. I don't know what that means, dude. I don't know what that means. But yeah, I forgot that Saratoga's coming up. Yeah, everything is kind of compiling, this new podcast, trying to record Monday, Wednesday, Friday, this live stream, super fun. I do want to address that I don't know if next Friday's live stream is going to be, is going to happen. I'm part of a wedding, and I don't know if the bride and groom would appreciate me live streaming from their reception. So, yeah. There we go, Ryan. November 17th and 18th. Well, there you go, guys. Saratoga Comic-Con, 17th and 18th of November, 2018. But yeah, I got a wedding next week, and I don't know, busy, man. I'm just trying to stay afloat and stay hustling hard just so I can keep doing this stuff. I have a professional gig tomorrow I'm pretty excited about. Come Sunday, I'm going to try to record my Monday video, just so that's out somewhat early and people get a good 48 hours of watching that before Wednesday drops. Wednesday is going to be an interesting video, to say the least. I don't want to spoil anything, but it's kind of a contest. It's going to be a fun video, and once that's out, I think I might touch on it Friday on the live stream next week. So look forward to Wednesday, because I most definitely am. Let's see what else. I think with regards to not releasing a video this past Wednesday, I wanted to kind of take the opportunity where a lot of the people that come in and hang out for my live streams are YouTube creators themselves, or aspiring creators. And I think it's important to kind of draw a line for yourself with creating, and have that personal personal feeling dictate if you should release. Wednesday was a really, really hard day for me and my family, my wife and her side of the family too. Dealing with an illness in the family, and it's never fun to deal with that stuff. So Wednesday was really rough, and by the time I got to sit down and think about releasing something and recording something, it was already very late at night. It was probably 7:30, 8 o'clock Eastern. So knowing that I would have had to record, edit, and upload before midnight just to hit that release date, I really had to self-reflect and go, like, mentally, is this going to be worth it? And I've had that internal struggle before where I was doing daily videos, and as soon as you don't release one, you put yourself into a funk, and especially if you look forward to your work. I honestly look forward to Monday and Wednesdays now, and I don't get stressed out about the release of new videos. I don't have a hard time finding new content, uploading new content, talking about problems and solutions and ideas, and I love that. I live for it. But Wednesday was a hard one for me, especially having a bunch of feelings that I would have had to, I don't know, kind of suppress if I was going to make this video about being unapologetically yourself, which was kind of ironic at the time because that whole morning, knowing that I was going to be dealing with this, all I kept thinking about is I need a fun way to introduce this topic. I need to go here to be able to discuss this, being unapologetically yourself. And the longer I looked at that specific point, the more I was like, this is 100% contradictory to exactly what I'm preaching. So with that being said, I took the first half of that video sitting down at 7:30 and just scrapped it and was like, I can't upload tonight. Whatever I would have recorded on that Wednesday night would have just been fake. It wouldn't have been me, and I don't think I would have been able to 100% hide exactly what I was like, kind of coping with at the time. So I think it's important to kind of know your own limits, and really stick to your guns with that stuff. So Wednesday was weird, but slowly getting better, and it might be something eventually I'll talk about with you guys on a podcast. I want to do this person in my life justice, if I'm going to represent them in a story. And I think I want to pick my words really carefully because they're going to be important. So, but yeah, it was a weird week to say the least. Let me catch up on some of your guys' comments. I'm sorry. Tom, what kind of shenanigans do you get yourself into at cons? LOL, from Ryan. Ryan, I don't know what you're talking about, man. I am 100% a businessman at cons. Anything that happens outside of a con at an after party is not considered a con. But to answer that question more thoroughly, based around that assumption outside of cons, I'm a partier, man. I like myself a cold beer and good company. So I frequent establishments after Comic-Cons. I think that's kind of what it's about. That's like anything, man. I could I love this community. I like hanging out, but I want to meet this community. I want to go and party with this community. Have common grounds in this community. Comic-Cons are cool, man, because everybody's kind of on the same wavelength. People are even cooler with a beer in their hand or whatever, soda. It doesn't have to be a drinking thing. And just, letting loose. I think the networking within the Comic-Con community is kind of what I dig the best. But yeah. Oh, yes, I do. Instant regret. Oh my gosh, that is awesome. Good comment. But yes, I do remember from that name. I saw it, and it's up there. That's good. I can't put it on screen, man. Sorry. But yeah, guys. I mean, it's funny as far as a live stream goes. It's kind of all I got for the rest of the night. I will hang out a little bit in the comments after the stream's done if you guys want to hit me up with anything else. But it was this live stream was 100% for me. It was to get back in the groove, because once Wednesday didn't happen, I kind of got bummed out about not releasing, and YouTube never makes it easy for the algorithm to be in your favor. So knowing that I stopped on Wednesday and I wasn't going to upload on Friday or Thursday, and I was strictly going to do this live stream, I anticipate it hurting a little bit. So yeah, it's yeah, I don't know. I think that's going to be it. There we go. TC, I believe you had a run-in with the Mandalorians at the con. I've had a couple of run-ins with the Mercs. The first one, I don't remember the con, but I got a ticket. So they have, besides the Mandalorians, there's like another group that if you have like Rebel merchandise, they'll write you tickets, or they'll put you in the stocks, which is always obscure to me. It seems like it feels like assault or abuse. But if you guys aren't familiar, Mandalorian Mercs, they used to be a Disney Star Wars affiliated cosplay group of bounty hunters. And they would take you, and somebody could put your name in for X amount of dollars, and you would have to do time sitting at their booth in like handcuffs, pretty much shackled. And a couple people thought it was super funny to have them constantly arrest me, which is great because I feel like at the time where I constantly had these in quote unquote run-ins, they were just making money for charity. So yeah, I mean, I've definitely had some, Ryan said I would picture you in the lockup. There used to be videos. Matter of fact, I think one of the Saratoga Comic-Con videos, I have a video of myself getting arrested. I think that's from 2017 now. So it might have been last year's con, but yeah, good times. Instant regret, just got a bunch of old people with it. Well played, man. Instant, dude, I appreciate the hustle and the dedication to that joke because it's good. It's a good one, dude. Oh man. Yeah, guys, I'm pumped that so many of you guys are hanging out in here for a while. It looks like we got 8 people chilling. I'm only running currently in here for 26 minutes. But if there's anything else that you guys want to contribute, add to this short live stream, I'm not going to push an hour. I typically would if we were gonna do if I had another video to talk about, or if we were going to be sorry, I always get caught off guard when I see new people doing it. You doing it saying, hey, now I expect to be at New York Comic-Con doing interviews. Dude, you do it. That's awesome, man. New York Comic-Con, I've never been. I don't know if I can handle the crowds there, but as far as business prospects and doing interviews and taking cosplay photos and video and building a brand around going to Comic-Cons, I mean, there's no reason to go to any other ones versus New York and San Francisco, right? I don't think I could handle it. I have a couple of friends that went to San Francisco this past year, San Diego, not San Francisco, the San Diego Comic-Con. And you lose your mind. There's so many people. There's so much to do. It's, just expensive. I don't think I can handle it. But that's good too, man. Can't get me. Can't do it. I'm too good. All right, guys. So with that being said, how many of you guys? 8 people in here. Guys, if you aren't already, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. Like I said, I release on Monday, Wednesdays, and I do a live stream on Fridays. Time prohibiting? That's not the word I want. Yeah, I do a live stream on Fridays. So hopefully you guys are able to join those and hang out. And we're killing it, guys. Like I said, 330 subscribers. Monday marks my official 2-year of vlogging. I'm pumped about it. I don't know if you guys can see them, but that one right up there is my cardboard play button for 50 subs, and this one right over here is my 100 subscriber wooden play button. There's builds of those if you're interested in watching them, but I'm gonna shoot for 500 before the end of the year. It might be a little high, but if you guys share and be interactive and find a video that speaks to you and you think would speak to somebody else, like it, comment on it, just be awesome and be active, and that stuff helps me grow a ton. So, first live stream, not true. I've been doing it a lot. I'm doing it low that you can't see it. That's why the camera's all the way down. It's up here now. I had to keep it closer so you guys would pivot away from me constantly being Italian and talking with my hands. But yeah, guys, I hope you had fun on this super short live stream. Like I said, make sure you guys hit subscribe. Make sure you hit like. Leave me a comment. After the stream, tell me what your favorite part was, what you thought of the videos from this past week, what you're looking forward to next week, and that's it, guys. I hope you had an awesome time. Thank you, everybody, for being here. It means a lot, and that's it, guys. Have an awesome weekend. Have a great rest of your Friday. Party like a bunch of rock stars, and I will see you on Monday with my new 2-year anniversary vlog. Peace. This is always the weird part, man. It's trying to end the live stream without. I gotta look cool ending the live stream, and I just can't do it. So, bye, guys.